Hello guys. Today I have with me the an action figure from 1996 or 97, I don't know when, by Mattel, from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and one of my personal favorite Disney villains, Judge Claude Frollo. If you haven't seen my channel, Puppet Master, my profile picture is actually this guy in his hat now, looking horrified. Now I am going to give you a spoiler warning, because I might spoil some things. This music you hear in the background is actually Frollo singing. So let's take a look at the back of the box. Every instinct I have is telling me not to open this, but I'm going to rip it open anyway. The Hunchback of Notre Dame action figures, collect them all, have Esmeralda, the Gargoyles, Clopin, Phoebus, Quasimodo, and Frollo. Now, like I said, every instinct I have is telling me not to open this packaging, but as you can see, the person who sold it to me, there is a bit of scuff marks. It's been around since 96 or 97, maybe 98, I don't know. So, I'm going to rip this baby open, and I'll be back in a second. Yes, I do know, that might be a little louder, and, that my camera is a little faster now. But that is because I had to change the settings, because the other settings just did not do Mr. Frollo here justice. So I will look at detail first. Let's just take a look at Frollo's face here. He really does look like Frollo from the film. I mean, he captures every look that Frollo had in the film. He even has the 2 rings, he's got the white collar, he's even got these little red dots, and I've not spotted any paint bleeds yet. The paint seems to be crisp and clean. And, the face is just lovely. I mean, I cannot comment on that enough. And I have a little nitpick with this guy, too. Under here, his hair is not a darker gray. Now, in the movie, it was a darker gray under that bit. But it is just barely noticeable, because it was meant to be shadow in the movie, and shadow in real life also makes it a bit darker. But I'm pretty sure that right there is supposed to be darker. He's got the pointy nose. I mean, just look at this guy. He is brilliant. The lips are a little weird, but, you know, there's only so much you can do with a 4-inch action figure. I don't want to say this is 5-inch because it doesn't look the size of my Doctor Who action figures. Anyway, you can see there was even hair details on him. And he even has feet. That isn't just a gown, he has feet. Yes, he has feet. One thing I do have to pick on, though, is that the dip should be a little bit up here more, but again, that's just a minor nitpick. I'm mostly going to be posing him like that with his hat on, so I don't really care. Now let's take a look at the articulation. Now, the arms can go in, out, and they can spin around. They would be able to do a 360. Oh dear, breaking your arm, Frollo. They would be able to do a 360-degree turn, but this kind of hinders it a bit. These little pads right here kind of hinder him a bit. His head turns slightly. It doesn't turn that much, as you can see. That is actually his head turning. And his feet do turn, but it's like rubber. It takes a while to get it. It's like dried rubber. It takes a while to get them to move. No, I lied. That one. This one moves pretty easily. That one, you kind of have to push. So, that is Frollo. An excellent figure. Very little in all articulation. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of articulation. Not that much, but hey, it's an action figure from the 90s. And for an action figure from the 90s, it is a really good action figure, so I'm not complaining. Plus, I don't think Frollo even moved around that much in the film. Anyway, let's take a look at his accessories, which I've placed them. There goes that. Well, I guess we'll start off with this one. In the beginning of the movie, Frollo decides to have lunch with Quasimodo. And he brings bread. This is the basket he brings it in. He also brings these 2 books. I think one of them's a Bible, but they do have nice detailing on them. I don't know if that's actually screen accurate. That is, though. The bindings are. But they are just purple. And I don't think he can hold on to them either. So that's a little sad. They don't open either. If you thought they did, they don't. I think... Yeah, you might not be able to see that on the camera, but there have been pages sculpted in to the books. The camera would just focus. Yeah, I think you can get a glimpse if I can keep doing that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're getting a glimpse. It does have sculpting here and there. The next accessory I will look at is his gauntlet, which he also brings with the bread, or he brings it later on in the movie. He shares another meal with Quasimodo, and this is actually color accurate. That is an actual gold gauntlet he has in the movie, I think. And then we have his knife that he uses towards the end of the movie to try and kill Quasimodo, but Quasimodo knocks it out of his hands and tries to kill Frollo. Spoiler. I did give you a spoiler alert. And the last 2 accessories he comes with are his hat, which look, again, the paint apps are very crisp and clean. I can't complain about that at all. And this is almost made out of a rubbery substance. It's not very bendy though, so I wouldn't recommend trying it. And that just sits on his head. Oh, well, there he goes. I'd need 2 hands to pose him like that. I'll be back in a sec. Good job. I'll be back in a sec. And there's Frollo and his hat. I have another complaint about this. The hat is great, but it is a little tight on his head, and it is fidgety to get on. And when you get it on, he does look a little silly from the top and from the front, because it just doesn't look like it's coming on him naturally. Looks like it's been forced down onto his head. And, God, a 3-year-old would have, or 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, can't give these to 3-year-olds, 6 or 5-year-old would have such a hard time getting that hat on his head. I mean, these toys are meant for playing with. I collect them and make action figure animations with them, but it'll be it'll kind of make them, it must kind of make them mad to try and put that, something as fidgety as that, on Frollo's head if they really like Frollo, like I do. But yeah, that's just really fidgety. See, and once it is on tightly, it is on tightly, but if he accidentally falls down, it comes off. So we'll just put him right back there for now. The last accessory he comes with is his table that he shares meals with Quasimodo on and works with him on, hence why I put all his accessories on it. Like this. So now, if you can just get your hands on a Quasimodo action figure, you can have him sitting at the table with Quasimodo, with his books, and his gauntlet, and his bread gauntlet and knife, like in the movie. So that is actually a very nice figure. It's a nice set. I'd recommend it to any child, 3 and over, maybe 4 and over. I'd recommend it to those children if they really like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think I'll have to give this action figure a 10 out of 10, because he does look a bit goofy at some angles with the hat on, like that one. He does look a bit goofy, but in all honesty, you can get it pretty screen accurate when you put it on his head. It's not that much of a complaint. It's just a minor nitpick from me. I'd recommend this action figure if you really like Frollo, and he's just a nice little thing to have on your shelf along with your other toys that you collect if you're like me. And yeah, Frollo's a pretty nice action figure. I like him. Anyway, I'd recommend this to anyone who really likes Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. I will see you all next time in a Mario video, in a gaming video. I don't know, but I will be there. I'll see you all next time. And I still haven't revealed my face. Zane has revealed his. I will work on revealing my face. I kind of want it to be a special thing, though, so peace!